Hey, Keri.
Heather, how's it going? That's some groovy intro music we got. Woo!
I'm Maureen.
Hey, Maureen.
It's it was groovy. That music is brought to us by Mr. Mike Steady, aka my SO.
Oh yeah, significant other for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that Mike is still making music. It's very cool.
That's one of the things he loves to do is to make music. So, it works out. I was like, hey, I need some intro, some outro,
right?
Some backtro, some intermetro, some, I don't know. I need something for everything.
All the good things. Yeah.
Do we get our link shared everywhere? I got it on my page.
I got it on my page as well. I put it up in the
Long Beach Caliph, and then I'm good to go.
Nice. I got it up on.
We get it in the event.
I got it in the event. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully. I mean, let's see. I don't know. I'm just checking to see. Oh, goodness. I think we're good. Yeah.
All right, good. So, hey.
Good to see you, Heather.
For a drink, Keri.
Cheers, friend.
We have to meet virtually and in our homes. BYOB.
Yes. Ching.
What are you drinking? Ching?
I'm drinking a nice, it's a Cab Franc, and it's Lazy Bones. I get this at Trader Joe's, and I love this label. It makes a great candle afterwards. So, yeah, it's one of my faves. It's very mild, very drinkable.
I like it. I don't know what. I'm drinking some kind of party leftover red that someone left, and then I added some ice and some sparkling water to make it a little bit of a, I thought it would be a rosé, but it just kind of looks like sangria.
I was going to say, it sounded like a sangria. Yeah.
Whatever. It just needs fruit.
That's
Hi,
all.
Ken. Hi, Jerry. To everyone who's watching, I want to make some introductions. This is Keri Palustre, aka the Candle Lady,
Ooh, yeah.
aka the Keri the Candle Maker,
Nice. Thanks.
owner, founder, CEO, EKP Creations Candle Co.
That is me. All of those things. Yes. Yeah. Thanks for the intro. And hey, friends, if you don't know this lovely, feisty redhead next to me, this is Heather Kern, the dream facilitator. Is that the right? Yeah, I love that. I think that is such an appropriate title for what you do over at Made by Millworks and madebymillworks.com. You can still get gift certificates online right now. And I think you guys are going to be offering some curbside pickup maybe for products at some time soon, but shipping for sure. Shipping for sure.
Yeah, we're online for sure. What's your website? I don't
I'm
know
at
off the top of my head. I only know my own.
Oh, no worries. I'm at ekpcreations.com and we do shipping and local LA Orange County delivery as well as curbside pickup from our home base here in Long Beach. Heather is also what's your title at Eleanor besides amazing?
Let's see, if I'm dream facilitator at Made, then I would be the pink elephant maker
Ooh,
facilitator, the pink elephant facilitator at Eleanor.
I like that. And if you're not
Um,
familiar with Eleanor, Eleanor is, I get this wrong every time, a common drinkery for uncommon people. Damn it.
Flip it.
An uncommon drinkery.
It's an uncommon drinkery for common people.
Man, one of these days. I'm actually just going to get it wrong every time because I like when you correct me.
I mean, that's really should be my title, is Heather the know-it-all, the one that corrects. And I know you're laughing because it's true.
You know it's true. Girl, you know it's true.
Self-aware.
That's true.
So Keri joining us today, I don't know if I told you, but I invited my pal and, well, frankly, your pal too, Alyssandra Nighswonger.
Oh, awesome. I love Alyssandra. That girl wears so many hats. It's incredible to me. Yeah, if you were to ask her like what she's working on right now, her list would be as long as my arm.
Well, I
Seriously.
think we're going to probably hear that list a little later.
We're so lucky. She's a good
It's a
list
good
maker.
list. I mean, she's super creative. And actually, I credit her with the title Dream Facilitator because she was managing, what's the little boutique on Retro Road that everyone loves?
Goldies.
Goldie's.
Yes.
I was managing at Made, and I hired her to work at Made. But before that, we were talking about how people come in and they assume you're the owner. Or they talk to you. Anyway, they ask you who you are, what you really do. You own this place, and it feels weird to say I'm just the manager. It feels like just even though it's not. There's a lot more, but it just the way it words. It's just the natural wording, and so she came up with Dream Facilitator, and I stole it and I use it.
I love it. I think it's amazing because I don't think any of us are just anything personally.
Yeah, totally.
I try to not, I am like kind of conscious about not using that. Like I'm not just anything, I'm all the things. And I think that goes, doubly true for so many people, I mean, it's true for everybody for sure. So, but I love Dream Facilitator. I mean, that's brilliant. It's on your business card. Is that correct?
Business card.
What the heck is that thing?
I don't know it. I don't need those anymore.
This is very true. Let me tell you. Yeah, as long as we got an active Facebook page and an Instagram account, then I think
right now my life is getting the Instagram sorted out, and these kids
these days and their emojis and all the things.
TikTok, like I need to start doing some TikTok lip singing.
There's like,
I don't know. Have you ever used TikTok?
No,
Do you watch TikTok? Because you really love singers, and like
it's true.
You love The Voice and American Idol and Glee and
yes, all those things. Yes.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Fallon and all of his amazing videos where he's got the roots and everybody's all zoomed together and they're playing on their bongos or like instruments they find at home. And I love all of those things. Yes, it's true. But I have not been on TikTok. I've watched TikTok videos. And I will say that my sister who has 4 amazing children. God bless her for being the breeder in the family. She has 4 incredible kids, and they have done some really awesome TikTok videos that I should have had queued up to share with you, but I didn't want to.
Oh my God, that's a whole other level of technology I'm not sure I'm ready for.
It's seriously a whole other level, but I've seen some really, really cute TikTok videos for sure. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I feel like I'm not athletic enough to do TikTok videos because from what I see there, it takes a lot of work, man. But I love that the kids are doing it. I think it's great.
I've seen some really great TikToks from like doctors, that have been, like I watch Good Morning America every morning, and whatever morning, Today morning, CBS, insert whatever thing you want. But they've been sharing things like frontline worker stuff. And I've seen some TikToks of some doctors that, come in and they've got their whole nurse staff dancing, choreographed. And I mean, it seems really fun and I would totally do it, but I don't want to dream facilitate it.
Well, I think you're already like majorly preoccupied with being the dream facilitator for, the 150 some odd brands at Made, and also managing, the website and the Instagram account for Made and doing all those things. I wish I had extra time to do TikTok, but I got my own shit going on too with my business. Yeah.
Now I'm feeling like we need to make a TikTok for our fans here.
Oh, for sure.
Hi, Elizabeth.
We'll obviously be doing a TikTok for next week's show.
But okay, speaking of TikTok, choreographed dancing and all that.
Yes.
There is one dance move I really want to perfect or just friggin' be able to pull off. And I consider myself to be coordinated. I was in dance in high school. I was a cheerleader. I feel like I should be able to do this. And it's from my era, but I am not Running Man. Like I just, I get it. I can't. It looks really fun to do. It looks like I'm doing it because I'm in my chair.
Right.
But I can't really do it. Can we just do tits up TikTok?
Oh, I like that. Tits up TikTok. Yeah, that's a whole new thing. Apparently, we've just created a whole new thing. So
we could just it's all shoulder and moving and cabbage patch kind of thing.
A lot of eyes. You're really good at smizing. So yeah, hey, we can do that.
Hey.
I'm very expressive with my face. So yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Ooh. Okay, let's get some choreographed eye TikTok moving in, face.
In, out. We have to do it without wrecking our chins, of course, but figure out some sort of, that was really.
Yeah, you do it opposite.
I know. Well, I don't even know what opposite is because the video cameras make everything the worst. I'm like, what hand is doing what?
Okay. Have you been, I know we've probably talked about this before, but like we've all had some Zooms and some video chats and all that.
Yeah.
Have you had anything go horribly wrong or embarrassing?
Thank God I haven't, but oh my gosh, I got a mirror behind me. And so I definitely worry that my husband's going to jet out of the bathroom to like go, out of the shower or whatever to go check something on his computer, being not aware that like I'm sitting here. Luckily that has not happened. We've had that conversation a bunch of times. That would be classic. But yeah, luckily for me, I'm not that exciting, but I've seen some videos. Have you had anything go awry? As of yet?
Not that I know of, but I was listening to a radio show yesterday and our podcast, and they had people call in and talk about it. And one gal said that she got her 4th grader ready to do his online schooling, and then she went in the shower, and she came out of the shower into her room without a towel, opened her closet, and her son had put himself in the closet to go on class to get away from everyone. And well, let's just say at least the camera did not capture her. However, it did capture him screaming for his life.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I will tell you that God bless all of you people who have children. During this time of COVID lockdown, I am kind of extra grateful that we chose to be child-free. I don't have any children in closets with video cameras or laptops or anything like that. And it's a blessing for sure. I mean, I love kids. Don't get me, like I said, I'm an auntie. I'm a solid auntie to 4 amazing human beings, and I love them. And I love all of your children. I love all of the other children that are out there. I'm
sure.
No, really. Well, I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but that I can't really stand, but that's not true. I love all kids, and I'm super stoked that everyone else has them and that I can be a good auntie to them. But oh my gosh, I'd be losing my effing mind right now.
Did you do anything for Mother's Day?
Oh yeah, Mother's Day was actually really fun this year. We picked up some flowers in mason jars from like a sidewalk stand. Everyone was fully masked and they had tables set out really far, but these young girls had made like a whole boatload of these really cute flower arrangements. So I picked up flowers for all 3 of my moms, my mom, my stepmom, and my mother-in-law. And then we took some time to go deliver them. My husband went to see his mom, everyone from a distance and, doing the right thing and whatever. My mom and my stepmom I got to see, and they were so excited because they didn't expect it. It was totally a surprise. And I showed up and I was like, hey, not only do I have flowers and I'm thinking of you, I have chocolate as well. And so, and I brought my mom some champagne and we had a long distance toast, her on her balcony and me in the carport. And it was very sweet. And I think there were some tears that were shed from the moms because they just weren't expecting it. So I was very happy to be able to do that for them. Did you get to see your son? Did Shay
well, we didn't really see each other. I was not here, but he left a gift for me on the stairs, like outside the door.
Nice.
And that was really sweet. And then there's one thing, Maureen, if she's still watching now, for the past 8 years, this would have been the 9th year, every Mother's Day weekend, there's 20 women that I go out to Palm Springs or another swimming pool destination for the weekend. And we typically take over an entire small boutique hotel and have the whole place to ourselves. 20 women.
20 women.
Yeah, 2 to a room, 10 rooms.
And you've been doing this for how long again?
This would have been our 9th year.
Oh my gosh, wow.
So we had to postpone it. And I was really excited about the place. I'm the one that always picks the location and, Dream facilitates.
Sure, of course.
But it's always such a blast. I know, Maureen, I'm crying too. I'm crying. I'm not crying. Who's crying?
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Don't make me cry. But we do a lot of just hanging out, and we all know each other. So the Mother's Day thing works because we all know each other by meeting each other through our children's elementary school PTA.
Mm.
And I tell everyone that becomes a mom, a dad, I just tell them, please, if you do nothing else, join the PTA and be active in your child's school, because I made lifelong friends. They're like the movers, the people that are going to bring you the casseroles, help you out with whatever's going on. And they're just also just great fun. I don't know. I feel like it was something really special. We all just bonded, and I don't think everyone has that experience. But and one of the things that we did when we all met is we went out to a bar after the PTA meeting.
It's a great bonding experience.
I think when you meet your tribe, you just know, you just click.
For sure. Hey, my dad just popped on. Hi, Dad. I see you. I was just saying how I brought Susan some flowers for Mother's Day. Anyway, thanks for popping on.
The gal that you got the flowers from on Mother's Day, did you already know that sidewalk stand was going to be there? Or you
I literally was driving. I was at my shop. We're packing up our shop and moving it back home because our lease is up, and it's good timing for us. And so I was at the shop and I was driving back home and ready to hop on the freeway, and literally passed her and just swung around, like U-turned right there. And she was just her and her sister, and they had like a canopy set up on the side of the road, and it was perfect. So I was happy to participate. I was happy to support them, and they helped me. So it was awesome.
Yeah, my son said he tried to get flowers, but no one had them. And I was like, yeah, well, you know.
My husband was like, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to find any flowers. I'm all, challenge accepted. So I found some flowers. Yeah. Bye, Dad. My dad's so cute. Talk about emojis. My dad's like the king of emojis. He always signs off everything with like the sunglasses emoji guy. Like, so every single message is the sunglasses emoji guy.
What's your favorite what's your most used or favorite emoji?
Probably the thumbs up. I'm a big thumbs up person, and I can scroll through like a whole, I can scroll through my text messages, and there will just be like tons and tons of thumbs up. Okay, doke. Okay, great. See you later. Okay, great. Yeah. So,
I absolutely love what I'm going to call, for people that know who he is, the Charles Phoenix emoji. Or the Home Alone emoji, the I know, or oh my God. Everything is like, I'm always sending it, and that's how I'm like, in my mind, that's how I sound. Like, did you see this? Oh my God.
That's perfect. Oh my gosh, that is so great. My uncle would love that.
Crazy how many emojis, you go to type to find and they don't exist.
One thing that I have found with emojis is that once you use the middle finger emoji one time, you're obviously a better person than I am.
You just do it direct. There's no camera.
Right. You have to be really, really careful to not use it again. Because you know how it pops up. I don't know if you on your phone, but you get like the most current, like if I send someone a cheers emoji, that'll be the one that pops up. Well, and it takes a while for that one to fall off, because as you're like stacking your deck, then the other ones are falling off. Well, gosh, if you use that middle finger emoji, it sticks around for a little while. You certainly don't want to send that to your mom by accident. Not that I would do that, but emojis, it's a thing. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's kind of fun, and I don't know.
I like the barf emoji, the green face barf emoji. Yeah. Those are fun. Those things are fun. And the poo emoji, that one's good too.
Yeah, I never really use it, but I mean,
Well, you will now.
I like to use the kiss, like the lips,
Oh yeah. Totally. What about the winking eye?
The face with the kiss. I mean, just the red lips.
Of course. Oh my God, that's perfect.
Like you kissed a napkin.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
Speaking of beautiful red lips and kissing napkins, I think it might be time to bring on our friend.
Alyssandra.
All right, let's grab Alyssandra. Where's she at? Let me show her. Whoop, whoop.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Coming on in. There she is. Hey, girl.
Hey. Girl. Since you mentioned I was a woman of many hats, I wanted to prove it. Oh, wait, there's more.
2.
Oh, that's all I got out.
Oh, I like that one.
There isn't many, but there's more where that came from, I'll just say.
I believe it. That's awesome. Good job. Way to improvise right on the spot.
Have figurative and literal hats, is what you're saying.
True. I really do. This one I actually borrowed from my friend Johnny for a fun reason that never came to fruition, but now I just have it around and I haven't given it back yet.
Was that a fun raisin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a fun raisin,
right?
But a fun reason. But I guess if you say it in French, a fun raison,
Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect. I love it.
I almost played at a tribute show for David Cassidy for on leap year day, which would have been like the first leap year that's happened since he passed away. And there was this whole monkeys themed event at this whole like beautiful mid-century modern hotel. And there was like a horse foundation involved, and it got canceled because of Corona, but still got the hat.
Corona.
How many creative events have you been like, because I know you and I know I know your beautiful mind. Like, how many crazy events have you thought about? What if we do this? What if we do this? what if we do this, during this time of Corona?
It's kind of just the reel that just keeps on going, and I've got to like smush it down from time to time. Otherwise, I'll have no free time,
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you actually have?
But I have been scheming. I'm kind of also like, yeah.
I was going to say, do you actually have free time, Alyssandra? Because
you froze. Or maybe
sorry.
I did.
Somebody froze. I don't know. But I've known you a while now, and I've never known you to actually have free time.
Uh-oh. Are you stuck,
Yeah,
Alyssandra?
that is a myth. Free time is a myth for me. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
I think that it's like a
beverage.
Oh, beverage making.
My own little concoction, a little bit of Jameson, and a freshly delivered Fine Feathers kombucha.
Oh, Fine Feathers
dropped off
kombucha.
by Jody herself.
Shout out to Jodine and Jay.
Yes. Their new website is really cute, and my order came with a free sticker. I love their new logo.
Nice.
Let me see the new. I like the new cans too, right? They're cans or bottles or cans?
Yeah, totally. They're cans. Yeah.
Their cans are great. So here's a little side note of trivia. I met Jay and Jodine because they were my neighbors in my building for a couple years. And so we all kind of started our business together. I met them right as they were getting their shop space that they call it, up on Long Beach Boulevard. And they are incredible, and they're great neighbors, and they're great humans, and they make great products. And I love them. So yay, Fine Feathers Kombucha Company. Yay.
Yeah. Me and Jody have a low-key, sometimes science club we meet up with every once in a while.
I believe it.
A science club. Like, what do you guys talk about or do in your science club?
We just meet up for a drink every once in a while, or a slice of pie with me, Jody, and our science teacher friend, Io. And then we just talk about whatever like science-y current events are happening. What's Elon Musk up to? That kind of stuff. It's been a couple months since we've met up, so we've got to catch up. I'm probably the least studied member of the group, but I know how to get people together, so I keep it going.
Very good. And Elon Musk is always up to something. He's Elon Musk just, I think he just had a baby that they named like symbols and numbers or something. So you'll definitely have a lot to talk about when it comes to Elon Musk.
Yeah, RoboBee.
Please say that again. I don't know the baby's name. Mm-hmm. Say it. Do you know how to say it in English?
Oh, I said RoboBee.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, I don't know how to say it, so I just said RoboBaby.
It's RoboBaby. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
It's our new future. Everything's going to go automated with all of this Corona time, the time of COVID, and no people. I mean, it's kind of interesting, scary. We'll see.
It is interesting, scary. Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
But there have been really amazing, beautiful, creative things. And I saw that you participated in one of those really cool things. You played on a trolley.
Oh, really?
Yes. Tell me about this trolley thing.
I sure did. So We Love Long Beach, the neighborhood activation organization, decided that they wanted to bring social distance friendly entertainment to neighborhoods via the trolley from the Big Red Bus and a musician like me. And so the super cute trolley, it's sponsored by a neighborhood association or a business within a neighborhood association. So it's by neighborhood. You can reach out to We Love Long Beach and your neighborhood association and collaborate and find the funds, because it does need to be sponsored. And then it was super fun. We just like hopped on the trolley. I decided to decorate it with like rainbow streamers and tassels and things. And then just low key strolling through the neighborhoods, playing my guitar, letting my like sweet voice just fill the streets. And the first one we did was kind of near El Dorado Park. And that was like the guinea pig one where we kind of like just put it out there, surprised everybody. Scott tested it in his own neighborhood. And like, it was pretty amazing. Like that was probably the most joyful like music playing event that I've ever done. Like everyone was just so thrilled to like have us just strolling through, and kids were riding on their bikes, like following the trolley, and I'm just like playing for them. And then like people were like coming out of their houses and like hearing the music, and but not everyone was like totally practicing social distancing. So on our second one, we had to like dial in, okay, well, how do we make this like, you know, it's to reward people for being safe at home. So we don't want to give a reason for them to not be safe. So I put together a little PSA and was like, hey guys, let's put safe and safe at home. And then the second one we did in Belmont Shore was like super great. Everyone maintained their distance and enjoyed it from their front yards, and there was no one following behind on their bikes, and it was super cool. And I decided to go with that since I saw Kermit the Frog posted Rainbow Connection. I should. That's why I decorated it in rainbows. I did like my first post-pandemic recording session and recorded a cover of Rainbow Connection with George on pedal steel and a super minimal combo. And so we recorded video of the trolley and this beautiful cover, and we're going to release a video that kind of captures this time, because it's sort of about like, I'm going to walk through the neighborhoods and zoom in on like rainbows and little joyful messages that people are all posting, and it'll be this little like joyful like time capsule about how even though we're all apart and like sheltering at home, we're like keeping each other safe and sending out little like olive branches, you know?
I can't wait to see that. Where will it be just for you, or is We Love Long Beach involved in that video?
It'll be just me, but I'm going to like tag everybody and post it. I'm just sort of figuring out what makes sense for when I should finish it and post it. Cause like, as like a musician to like get some clout behind the single release, it's good to have a month. But then I also like want to like hurry up and get it out there before anybody else gets the idea. Cause I know I'm not the only person who's thought of recording Rainbow Connection right now.
Right. It's such a beautiful song. It's like one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah. So
I feel like this hat is also appropriate for that song.
Yeah, that's a good. Doesn't Kermit wear that hat in the movie? Like he's on the bike and everything.
Mm-hmm. Too bad my banjo's not tuned up.
Oh, next time.
Will you play us a song later?
I will play you a song later. I have my guitar armed and ready.
Excellent.
Well, you were putting on your hats, and I know, but I don't know. Keri, did you know that Alyssandra works on Catalina too?
You know, I did actually know that. She works for the Catalina Island Museum, and I am lucky enough to be one of the makers who has a product in the museum, courtesy of Alyssandra. Because
have you been over there?
She's a gift shop manager over there. I have not been over. You know what? I grew up here in Southern California, and I've never been to Catalina Island, and that is a damn shame. Something I hear that a lot. Something I need to fix. Yeah, it's 26.2 miles away or something like that, and I've never been over there. So, I mean, I've been on the Catalina Flyer. I've just never gone to the island itself. So,
yeah, I mean, it's. I've been here my whole life, and I'm older than you, and I've only been twice. And once was the birthday deal, and another time was recently just to visit Alyssandra. I had like extra time and the ability to go, and we had a little idea collab we wanted to talk about. So I went over there, and I went by myself, and I just kind of like I spent the whole day, and I went into the cute little bar. What's the bar that I went into? The Marlin.
Oh, the Marlin. Yeah, the Marlin.
So frigging adorable.
That's awesome. Like the middle of the Marlin Club is a boat. And there's this amazing mural in there that actually was covered up by wooden panels for like for decades. And then someone decides to like change out the wooden panels and freshen up the place. And they peeled them back and was like, oh, there's this great mural. We should display that and have it up. And it's cool because it's like this underwater scene that's inspired by Dorothy and Otis Shepherd, the really amazing design duo that worked with William Wrigley Jr. on like Double Mint Gum and the Chicago Cubs, and then later on to help develop the design of Catalina after Wrigley had bought the island. And like there's this mural that Dorothy Shepherd had done inside this like secret bar in the casino. I don't know if it's a secret, but we'll just say it is because
I like it better if it's a secret.
Definitely. Yeah.
And so I don't think the ones in the Marlin Club were actually done by Dorothy Shepherd, but they are like heavily inspired by her like super cool, like very minimalistic fish. And like, it's really cool. Like Otis Shepherd shaped the way airbrush design happened. Dorothy Shepherd designed the very first neon signs in Times Square, and like super amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I didn't even know any of that, but I just friggin' loved it because it was like, it has that color palette of the 30s, the 20s, 30s, that Art Deco color palette. It's just so beautiful, the aqua teal and the orange, and it was so, and it's just so tiny. And it just was the city of Avalon right there where all the tourists and the little beaches. There's so many cute little tiny bars because it's like everything is so on top of each other. And then the museum is really gorgeous. It's a newer building, and they have this really cool part beyond the museum. Well, not beyond because it's within, but upstairs, there's this spot where it's open so you can see downstairs, like outdoor. It's all outdoor and you can see down, and there's like these bench seats on one side and then the side of the building on the other. And so what do you guys do there, Alyssandra? Because it's so fucking cool.
Oh, like our upstairs is like perfect for all kinds of different events. Like in the space that you just described was our amphitheater. So we project movies on the walls and you sit in those seats, and those benches were actually saved from the Blanche W. Flying Fish Boat, which was this boat that used to give visitors tours of flying fishes. And so they're there and they're pretty comfy and they've been totally restored and everything. And then we also do live music events. When we had our Esther Williams exhibit, we also did a swimsuit fashion show. And
video I saw that you had Heather in the fashion show. It was so cool. Not this Heather, another Heather. It was so cool.
Yeah, she was great. Oh my god. And we actually worked with the swimsuit brand, the official Esther Williams swimsuit brand, that's actually still owned and run by Esther Williams' daughter, Susan.
Nice.
And they're a super body positive brand. Their swimsuits are really well made. They're all made within the USA. And I just talked to her this morning. They've been super hit by the coronavirus. So everyone listening that needs a swimsuit right now that like the beaches have been slightly open, should go buy an Esther Williams swimsuit. They're great.
Yeah. What's your top, like, what are you doing at the museum?
Well, when I first got hired, I was the merchandise specialist. So I was there to help grow the store, develop new products. And then
that's how Keri has her candle, because you're doing the products. And that's what we went to collab about a product. Go ahead.
And now, since then, I've been promoted to the visitor services and retail manager. So I've like shifted into developing like the whole visitor experience, as far as like how you're treated by the staff and the flow, along with like what your shopping experience is like too. And that's really fun because like the people that come to the island all have like stars in their eyes and these wonderful memories, and like the different like memories that people have when they've like come over on the big steamer ships, or like been kids who like await those steamer ships and tell people to toss coins in the water, and then they would like dive for coins and then go to the arcade, and so many other things too. It's like it's got such a beautiful history. And like talking to like the staff at the museum, it's so weird that
Amber
it's
alert.
Amber alert.
Amber alert.
Everybody check your phone. Amber alert. Green Honda Civic. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so weird that it's closed right now to visitors because like the island has not been closed to visitors since World War II.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
World
War II.
I feel like that's happening to a lot of really historic venues, right? Like the Orange County Fair was canceled, and it's the first time since World War II that it's been canceled. The Hollywood Bowl, unfortunately, just announced that their summer season was also going to be canceled, and I think it's the first time in
It's going to be a 4th of July.
Right. And that's the first time that's happened in, decades and decades. And gosh, it's just so, it's crazy that it's so unfortunate. And it's also going to be historic. It's a historic time that we're living in right now, too. And we'll be talking to, future generations about this time and explaining what we did instead. And I think it's like so kind of important to remain positive about this.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to last forever and we will get through this. And it'll be one of those things where in 5 years or 10 years, it's kind of like when Eleanor came to Eleanor and got to tell stories about, how it was being Rosie the Riveter and what it was like during World War II when your whole entire life changed and everything turned upside down. Like we're kind of going to get to have those stories and 50, 60 years, whatever, whatever, we'll be able to tell those stories as well. But it's pretty crazy that the museum is closed now. Is there access to the island or is that restricted?
I mean, you don't live there, but you're like, you're a VIP there, Alyssandra. I mean, anyone can go there. You have keys to buildings.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty tricky, because like I am a person who could risk that tiny island community, and only about 4,000 people live on the island. They have a very small hospital, so they have to keep their population super safe because like if an outbreak were to happen there, it would be really hard for them to handle. And so I have to really take that with a lot of weight before deciding to go over and getting approval to go over from my boss since the museum pays for my way over. So I haven't been since we all locked down. It's been like 8 weeks and counting, and I really miss it. And
you know what Catalina reminds me of, Alyssandra? And I'm going to be the queen of segues here.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But it's totally natural and organic because the city of Avalon totally reminds me of Robert Altman's Popeye's Village.
I see where you're going with this.
Keri, did you ever see that movie? Because
he needs.
I mean, it's a musical.
He needs me. He needs me. He needs me.
Hey, don't steal Alyssandra's line.
I feel like this hat would also be appropriate for Popeye.
Super appropriate.
So tell Keri, I mean, I know a lot more, and I know you've been really publishing a lot, but tell all of our watchers and Keri about the project you've been working on that involves all the music from, I mean, not all of the music from the Popeye movie, but the same musician, songwriter.
And I will just say, I'm just going to interject super quick. The Popeye movie, in case, for those of you who don't know, we're talking about Popeye, the movie with Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall. Robin Williams as Popeye and Shelley Duvall as Olive.
You can mix the Popeye, the Popeye, whatever.
Oh my gosh. And it was brilliant.
I am drinking my wine, Keri.
Oh, I got you, girl. And it is a brilliant film. And Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall sang all these songs. And it turns out Harry Nilsson did all the original songs for the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Cue Alyssandra.
And he did a lot of other songs too. They actually built a studio on the set for Harry Nilsson to write those songs. And he also had to write them with a really tight deadline, which is why you see a lot of like lyric recycling, like he needs me, you're getting a little more bang for your buck per word if you just repeat the word and phrase a bunch of times.
Sure.
do I have a vinyl for you?
Oh, look at that. That
I
looks
actually
like
recorded.
it looks like a handmade. It looks like it's stitched. Is it
Stitch by
stitched?
Stitch. It sure is. Stitch by Stitch by myself and my mother, Jill. And besides being a cute cross stitch, it's also an album. That's this beautiful orange color. And it's translucent. You can see the painting behind there.
I love it.
And it has He Needs Me from the Popeye soundtrack. Harry Nilsson also was just a really impactful songwriter. He belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but is not. His family's trying to get him in there. He wrote I Can't Live If Living Was That. It's called Without You, but that was the one he won the Grammy for. That's not on the album, though. But Me and My Arrow. There's this kids album called The Point that he wrote while he was on LSD, and they made an animated movie of it, and Ringo Starr narrated it.
Wait, Harry Nilsson wrote The Point. I'm pretty sure that I've got that vinyl, or at least my mom had that vinyl. That vinyl was in my life as a child.
Oh, yeah.
Born in the
Came
1970s.
book, huh?
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's that's really impressive. Sorry to interrupt. Go right ahead.
Yeah. And so The Point was a huge influence on my life also. So out of the 9 songs that are on this album, 4 of them are from The Point. And it's also got the puppy song, He Needs Me from Popeye. One is The Loneliest Number. This great one called Without Her.
I love that
and
song.
another one called Good Old Dusk. And the back is cool too, because it's got like all the musicians that were on the album. I'm trying to like.
I know, right? It's opposite. It's opposite land.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And one song even ends with a tap dancer.
Nice.
Which is fun.
So
that's been like my baby for like the past 2 years. Like
I feel like Harry Nilsson was probably part of the more like song. He was definitely songwriter genre, right? Where you're weaving tales, like you're telling these abstract stories. You were talking about how he wrote The Point when he was high. He may have dropped acid or something, and then written The Point. But I mean, he was telling these incredible stories through all of his songs, which we maybe don't see as much of today. But I think it's really cool that you were you raised with that music? Like, were your parents big fans of that, or did you kind of get into that kind of style of music as you developed your own style as a singer-songwriter?
Well, like I remember watching The Point when I was a kid and like not associating that. And then like when I was in high school, my dad got Nielsen Schmielsen and introduced me to that record. And then I started reading my dad's record collection. And my dad has a great record collection because he used to have his own radio station in Solvang.
Nice.
Where I was conceived.
Oh, lovely.
And
what? I didn't know this about you.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Like from one magical. It's like you were conceived in this magical town, and now you're working another mystical, magical town.
Mm-hmm.
It's all making sense now. It all makes sense.
Just, stop by stop building the mystical, magical life,
It's the magical mystery tour of Alyssandra. Yeah. I love it. Very cool. Yeah. So your record is available. Yes, you've had is it available? Do you have like a Facebook or a website that people can go to? Like, how do we get this magical album of yours?
I've got it all. You can order
this orange translucent album that you have.
You can order it on Bandcamp. It's also available on a CD. You can order it on Bandcamp. You can order it on montebrayrecords.com. And then you can also just DM me and Venmo me. And if you live in Long Beach, I can deliver. And for the next 3 people that DM me, I have 3 pairs of tiny lobster claws. Actually, I take that back. There's 2 pairs of tiny lobster claws and like one pair of like tentacles.
I can do the Beetlejuice video with those tentacles.
Yeah.
Work all night. And
Yeah, he's really coming
all day.
in.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think I might be ordering.
Yeah. So DM me if you're in Long Beach. There you go. They can't fit in the box for shipping a vinyl. That's why it's got to be a local delivery for those. But I've got extra goodies for people that order them in the mail too. Since the point came with a comic book, I also illustrated a comic book to go with this record too. And it's
Keri,
like,
is there anything this woman doesn't do?
I'm telling you, she wears all the hats. Like, she only brought 2 hats, which is all kinds of bullshit, because literally she wears like 38 hats. She's like, oh yeah, and I make songs.
I'm gonna make a music video.
Yeah.
And we're not done yet. There's another thing that she's doing right now. Well, one thing that she did for 10 years, right? 10 years this woman hosted an open mic.
10 years, that's right. Yeah.
And now she's doing a virtual one. So tell everyone where you used to be and where you are now.
My open mic at Viento y Agua was nominated, won the best open mic in Long Beach by the Long Beach Post.
Nice. And what is Viento? What's Viento y Agua? What is that?
It's a great little coffee shop with the best Mexican mocha you can ever find.
And where is it? It's is it on East 4th Street?
Termino.
4th and Termino. Nice. Very good.
4th and Termino.
Shout out to Bela. I love Bela.
Bela. Viento y Agua. We'll definitely post links. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so for 10 years, you hosted an open mic night, and it was a weekly event. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. It was. And I got in
10.
I know. I don't know.
Every week with signups with strangers.
Yeah.
That to me sounds like wearing 10 hats at one time.
There's some hats.
It's
that's like a
crazy.
That's like a bigger commitment than most relationships. Like, most people have not had 10-year relationships, and you had like a 10-year commitment, a weekly meetup, open mic. Anyway, so you stopped doing that like a year or 2 ago, I think. And then
I think it's been about 3 years now. And I stopped doing it because I was like, I've done a thing for 10 years. I should probably do something else with my music too. So open mic isn't the only thing I list on my artist bios here. And then I hosted a 10-hour open mic to celebrate. And then I like tiptoed out and passed it on to someone else. And then I recorded the Nielsen record. And then I spent like 9 months cross-stitching that album cover and drawing the comic book and all the little things. And now I'm ready to put that out. And now I'm ready for the next thing. Like, I kind of want to record like an EP of Edith Piaf songs or like Frenchie songs. And release it on the little side.
You sing, you sing beautifully, but I love it when you sing in French. I love anything sung in French. I just think it's just like so much prettier. I mean, nothing against the English language. It's
très magnifique.
Like my mouth is salivating thinking about how your tongue moves around speaking French. Sorry, that sounds dirty. It's just the way it is.
It's French, baby. It's the language of love.
That's why they call it French kissing.
Oh,
it's all in there.
A lot of
time.
So
where's your virtual Zoom open mic? Where do I do that?
So if you go onto my website, Alyssandra@Nighswonger.com, or if you don't want to type in Nighswonger, you can also just do talesofalessandra.com. Both go to the same spot.
Nice.
And then you can sign up there, or the Zoom link is there. And there's also a Facebook event, and I post about it throughout the week, depending on how organized I am. And it's every Thursday. It starts at about 7:30. Anybody can sign up. If you don't sign up in advance, so far there's been room for latecomers to sign up, like as of, and you get a song or two. We start with like 15 minutes of hang time to check in and see how everybody's doing. Then I'll play like 3 songs to start the night off. And then we'll do round 1 of open mic. Then we do a feature at 8:45 that does about 15 minutes or so, and then we do a round 2 and then
So
hang
Keri,
and
Keri,
Yeah.
Alyssandra, can Keri and I come on and sing some kind of duet with just the music playing in the back, like Goofy with song in the background, like just the music? Can I just
Like a karaoke kind of.
I mean, I will totally lounge it up so that's my secret for karaoke is don't even try to sing if you're not a singer, just talk it. So, and
it's so
whip it.
This is hilarious. This is the difference between Heather and I. This is the difference between Heather and I Illustrated, because my go-to karaoke is like Queen or like
I would
on
do
Blondes
Queen,
or like Elton John, like just loud, big, like projecting to the back of the room kind of.
Alyssandra, I mean, Keri, if I did Queen, it would just be like this. I would William Shatner it. I would be like, Mama. In fact, he does a cover of William Shatner has a cover of that song.
Oh my God.
Like,
of course he does.
Killed a man.
I put a gun against his head.
Yeah.
Trigger. Now he's dead.
Yeah. And I'm like this, Mama. Ooh.
Maybe we should do it over each other.
Oh, that'd be fun.
All right,
we just alternate. We alternate verses. We just alternate. Yeah.
Speaking of singing professionally, of which you and I clearly don't, Alyssandra said she'd treat us with a song, and we're getting close to rapping. So Alyssandra, first let's talk about where everyone can find us, and then let's end with a song. So Keri, where can everyone find you? And by the way, we'll put links on the video after this in the event and as a description of the permanent video. So if you missed anything, don't worry, you can go back later. So Keri, where can everyone find you?
Sure. So you can find me at ekpcreations.com. I have a full inventory of handmade scented soy candles made in repurposed wine bottles. And you can also follow me on Instagram at ekp_creations. If you sign up for our newsletter on our website, you'll get yourself 10% off. We do shipping, of course, free local Long Beach, Orange County delivery, and curbside pickup from our Long Beach home base. Boom.
Awesome. And for me, if you're looking for me specifically, I think because I heard the beaches are open for swimming, I plan on being swimming pretty soon. But if you want to support me professionally, you can find me on Meet Us for a Drink every Wednesday at 5:30 Facebook Live with different guests. And please consider shopping at madebymillworks.com. Little maid, little lady there, by a tattoo artist at Outer Limits. And Eleanor is our favorite uncommon drinkery for common people, but we're not open right now, and I don't know what that looks like. So that's actually where Alyssandra was going to be having her record release that was slated for the end of March, and it didn't happen, but it will. It will. It's just someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection, right?
Oh, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
All right. Now, Alyssandra, before you sing, where can everyone find you?
You can follow me on Instagram, ALY, 4 S's, SSSSANDRA, talesofalyssandra.com, and that's tales of, one word, Alyssandra, ALY, 2 S's, ANDRA, and, Facebook, all those things.
I mean, pretty much if they just turn around, you're behind them doing something.
Yeah.
With one hat or another hat or another hat. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
And also shop at the Catalina Museum, catalinamuseum.org. We've got a really great little store with lots of Long Beach artists in the store too, including some candles by Keri.
All right. Now, what are you going to sing for us?
Well, I had to look it up while we were just hanging out, but I'm going to sing La Vie en Rose.
Yay!
Yay! Edith Piaf.
Let me just make it big here.
Actually, let me do this, and I'm going to take away our video so that it'll be just you.
Nice.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Coming one day to a record player near you. Oh, hold on. I just put new strings on this guitar, so it goes out of tune.
All right, I got to refill my French wine.
Okay, do that.
I'm gonna pretend I'm in a beautiful apartment in France with my French windows open, looking down on some empty, tiny little narrow street.
Walking up the cobbly footsteps to the Sacre-Cœur.
Yes.
Hanging out with our gargoyle. Eating a fresh croissant.
A baguette.
Croissant.
Baguette it. Baguette it, girl.
Baguette it and forget it.
Okay, here we go. Des yeux qui font mes yeux les miens, une heure qui s'ébaisse sa bouche, où elle a les portes s'entretouchent, des larmes que j'ai pas bien. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qui me parlait tout bas, je vois la bien rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est dans mon cœur, on n'a pas de bonheur, dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi que lui toi lui fille. Il met la vie, la gérer pour la vie. Et dès que je la parcours, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat.
So beautiful. Oh,
thank you, Alyssandra. Cheers.
Thank you, ladies.
Salud.
Salud.
Till next time.
Hold it at the camera here.
We'll see you soon.